King back with another video. We gonna hop right into it. Say single mother crash out. Let's see what this about.
And that thinks that's in the dating world that thinks that a woman with children is baggage shouldn't be dating, and I think that that's an insult to motherhood. A woman with children is not baggage. So you saying that sounds very insulting, and
How
I'm
is it
kind of
insulting?
it is because are you a
How?
father?
I am a father.
Okay, are your children, are your two little girls that you have back at home that you care very much about, are they baggage as well?
How can my kids be baggage? What do you mean?
Right.
So
So
if
how
I
can
was if I was dating you, if
so
I
how
was
can
dating
ours
you
be?
and I don't have any kids and I was dating you,
Yeah.
would you be should
Oh,
I
you're putting
consider
it if
to
I
disqualify
was
you because
single.
you have kids?
Okay, I see what you're saying. If I was single, well, the difference is this. Let's go ahead and have this conversation because maybe you ladies can learn a thing or two, right? So the difference is a single man with kids is much.
So I think I know what he about to say. A single man with kids is much different than a single woman with kids. On in both of these scenarios, we're gonna say the other person has no kids. So we're gonna say a mother. We're gonna say the mother of two, and she's dating a man with no kids. So eventually, this woman, if they get really serious, like let's say they get so serious that they move in together, she's going to expect that man to provide for those kids. She's going to expect that man to protect those kids. She's going to expect that man to lead those kids. She's going to expect that man to teach those kids and do all kind of things that a father would do, even if these children have a father to some capacity, all those things I named, she's going to expect from her boyfriend, and potentially, if he was to become her husband one day, which he has all the responsibilities of a father, but none of the authority. He can't tell those kids what to do. He can't discipline those kids. He can't, oh, yeah, yeah, I'm taking that game. Oh, yeah, you're getting your ass whooped. He can't do none of that shit. None of that stuff that a real father should be able to do. Discipline the kids, all the authority things that come with being a father. Now, let's reverse those roles. We're going to say it's a father with two kids and you're a single woman with no kids. Both of y'all are single. Y'all get into a relationship. Y'all get serious. Y'all live together or even eventually get married. The only thing you're going to have to do is love those kids. Love those kids. Care about those kids. Support those kids. No, everything you're going to give to those kids, more times than not, is going to be internal. Love, care about those kids. Um, and a lot of times, in case in relationships in this kind of dynamic, a lot of times those kids have their mothers. And I didn't even say that with the father. Like a lot of times, like if those kids have their father, then you can't step on that man's toes. And you got to allow him to be a father, so he's always gonna be somebody damn near in your relationship. And not only that, if they don't have their father, then you damn near gonna have to be 100% play father, and without none of the authority like I spoke about. Now let's reverse, like let's go back to what I was talking about. More times than not, those children have their mother in their life, so you ain't really gonna have to do much. You ain't gonna have to dress them like that. When they over, you might have to feed them. That's about it. Love them, care for them, be nurturing, be nice, be soft, be sweet to them. That's it. Simple shit. Well, let's see what Coolio had to say.
Different than a single mother with kids. Because in the relationship dynamic, the man is the protector and the provider, generally speaking. And most women want the man to protect them, to provide.
Correct.
So if a woman has kids and that man is.
I remember I was watching this video. I think it was like a Reddit thing or whatever, the little setup. So the woman, she already had a kid when her and her husband met, you know. So they end up, getting married. I think they had a kid or two, but she already had a kid. He had no kids. They might have had a kid or two, or maybe they didn't have a kid. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember that part, so don't quote me on that part. But this part is what the meat and potatoes of this whole thing I'm talking about. So his wife going to ask him, if I was drowning and my son was drowning, who's not his son, who would you save? And he said, I will save you. You're my wife. She said, you wouldn't let me die and save my son? He said, no, I wouldn't. And I think he said like that drew a big wedge in their marriage. Like damn near, they had to go to counseling and shit. Like damn near almost divorced because she wanted him to love her son like he like I love your son because I love you, but it's going to be hard for me to love your son more than I love you, you know. But which is crazy because I don't think no woman would ever love a man kids more than they actually love a man, you know. But they will want you to love their kids more than you love them. A lot of women put shit on men that they themselves wouldn't do, which be mind blowing to me.
A relationship with that woman, at some point in time, he would have to provide tangible things for that child. The difference is, it's not the same in reverse. If the woman is dating a man that has kids, the man does not expect the woman to ever pay any tangible things to his child. That's the difference, meaning that it's baggage. Not only do I have to pay for you, I have to pay for your kids as well. That's why it's baggage on the woman's end.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
I think
That's what I'm
sometimes
saying.
tangible things also have
Sure.
less value, not less, but things that are not tangible have the equal value to things that are tangible. Sometimes you're just putting it in a sense of, well, finances, I'm paying you money, you're seeing it, this is money, you could hold it, you could touch it. Maybe what I'm giving in return is as equal value, and it might not necessarily be finances, my body that you could touch, but what I can provide, it could be at an equal value to a lot of men. Some men may not have peace. Some men may not come home to a warm house with good food, with a caring, loving woman. And I'm not providing you anything tangible, but I am providing you security, love.
Okay, so you're saying that sometimes the intangible can be as valued as the tangible.
Absolutely.
That's
That's
what you're
exactly
saying.
what I'm saying.
And then you said, well, the woman can be providing love and care and nurturing and all of these things.
Right,
The
right.
difference is this. The woman without any kids can do the same thing.
Right, but you haven't.
Listen. The difference is this. The woman without any kids does the same exact untangible things that can be valued as tangible. And I would agree that men generally, we don't even look for a woman to protect and provide. So we're not really looking for the tangible in that aspect.
Sure.
This doesn't mean that we want to take on more tangible things. You are actually the tangible thing, meaning that you're looking for the man to protect and provide for you. So I'm saying that the man would not only have to protect and provide for you, but also your kids as well. So that would be considered baggage because the woman without kids, what can she do? She can do everything that you can do. Give all of those untangible things that bring value to a man, but she's not bringing this extra baggage. That's all I'm saying.
But
Makes sense.
real brief, earlier we expressed on how you can't control your emotions. I could see a single woman that can come in and provide everything a woman with kid can, but she don't have the baggage. Yet that's not who I'm interested in. I'm interested in the one with the baggage. You don't pick and choose who you become interested in, who you emotionally want to be attached to. Maybe
What?
you choose
No,
the one.
that doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense because you're saying, why would I pick a woman with kids and
It don't make sense because and in a lot of women mind it makes sense because they will have two dudes. They will have a dude who's smart, who's college educated, who got a degree, who got his shit together, and then they'll have this bum ass dude on the side who got 2, 3 baby mamas, who got 4, 5 felonies, who live with one of his chicks, who don't have a pot to piss in, a window to throw out, and that's what they'll gravitate to. So in their mind, it don't make in their mind you can't pick and choose who you actually want to be with because everybody would say you should go with this guy with no baggage, college degree, no kids, but you want this guy who got 5 kids, 3 baby mamas, no house, no car, no money, and that's who you gravitate to. And you gravitate to pieces of shit because you a piece of shit. That just can't be fucking helped. And that's why and a man mind, he'll be like, you know what? I got this one chick. She's college educated. She got businesses. She got her own money. She got this, that. I got this other chick. She's on welfare. She got 4 kids, 3 baby daddies. Her baby daddies be beating her ass, all kind of shit. I mean, yeah, I'm fucking with her, because she giving it up and she green. But I'm not about to take this bitch serious. I'm about to take her serious. She's the better choice. In men head, we just gonna go with the fucking better choice because it make more sense. Women don't operate like that. They operate off their emotions. If that nigga with the 5 fucking kids and the 18 baby mamas got their emotions, they gone.
When there's other women without kids, you might just be interested in the one with the kids. So whether she had kids or not doesn't even play a part
Yeah,
in the,
but you
in the
have to
equation.
cycle this into what she was speaking about because that's the conversation we're having. She's saying that she has all of these prerequisites that a man has to meet in order to get a date with her. Pay for her hair, her nails, send her money. And then I'm asking, what does this man get in return? The man gets a woman with kids, and all the man gets is her time and attention. That's nothing. The
Then
man
that's
is
what he wants.
no.
That's absolutely fucking nothing. He's right. Pay for your hair, pay for your nails, pay for your fucking dress, pay for your time, your attention, pay for the fucking date. And all I get is some pre-owned pussy that 2-3 niggas and bust in. You got 2-3 baby fucking daddies. Like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here, you lucky I'm even paying you attention. Like, I don't know what these hoes be smoking, but shit, I probably need to start smoking that shit.
Man is doing all of this and not getting anything in return.
That's
Like
our
nothing is even
business.
guaranteed on this first date at all.
So I would-
And let's I got you. I'm gonna have you speak in a second. I want to hear your thoughts. But let's like wrap this up too. Like package it up.
Auto-tune is way more than just pitch correction. Did you know that? I actually have an Auto-Tune Unlimited subscription, and it really gets
If we package it up, the man gets nothing in return. Like nothing in return. Nothing is actually expected from your end to give him. Was guaranteed from your end. Well, in order for him to get the date, he gotta do X, Y, Z. But once he gets the date, he don't get sex. That's not guaranteed. He don't get no head. That ain't guaranteed. What do niggas want?
You don't even
Just
get
want
a
sex.
second fucking date. That's
We
not
don't even get that. You get what I'm saying? We get a chick that got some kids, or we gotta wait till that little fall asleep. Maybe we get to eat a fruit snack or drink some juicy juice. That's about it after we bust a nut, but that ain't nothing special. Like, what does the man get? We're speaking about the man has to do all of this but get little in return. That's what we're speaking about.
Don't
So what does
disrespect
the
my
man want?
relationship.
What would a man be looking for that?
And I want to touch on a couple things because we
Hold
just
up.
sped through so many topics and I
Yeah,
wanted to
let's
speak
do
on, like-
real quick. One mic at a time. Keep that thought because she did want to go first. Keep that thought though. Go ahead.
Okay, so we just sped through like 3 topics. I want to, and please help me because I wanted to make a comment on each 3 of the topics that we just sped past. But one of the topics was that you said that, number one, I want to say that a child, whether it's coming from a single father or a single mother, on neither end is it baggage. And what I want to make clear is that
I mean, he can't change the verbiage. I wouldn't use baggage, but I get what he's saying.
money is not the most important thing. It is an important thing. It is a
Money is not the most important thing, but most women not dealing with a man who doesn't have money. Money, more times than not, is the interest fee into you dealing with me. You're not going to deal with me unless I have money. And now you want to know if I'm a good man. Do I treat women right? Do I respect women? You don't give a fuck about none of that shit until you realize that, okay, he has money. Okay, he has a nice car. He has a nice job. He has a nice career. He has a nice house. He has a nice lifestyle. And now you want to get to know me on a personal level. But it took for you to know that I have money, that I can take you on these nice dates, that if we do become serious, I can provide for you. And also, if you have children, provide for your children. But a lot of women like to say money is not important, but you're not going to fuck with a dude who don't have money. So it is important. Let's keep it a bean.
tool. It is a means to certain aspects of life, but you can
Most
bring money
aspects
and
of
be
life.
one of the worst people in that a person.
And that's true. You can bring money and be one of the worst people, and a lot of women will still deal with you. I don't give a fuck if he treat me like shit. I don't give a fuck if he cheating on me with 10 bitches. He bring home that money every day. I don't want for shit. I'd rather cry in a Bentley than cry in a Honda. What you talking about? Shit that women say all the time.
experience in their entire lives. Now, to minimize a woman's contribution to a relationship and think that money is the only thing that holds importance in a relationship shows kind of like a lack of emotional maturity, and it shows a lack of
It's
like,
shallow.
just, like,
Money,
it's
yeah.
very shallow.
Money has really no meaning to it.
Now-
It's not. You don't
now
get
money-
any meaning from
Money,
it.
you have to have money to buy certain things, like to put a roof over your head.
Yeah.
Food costs money, right?
All
But
important things.
we have to
All
just keep
important
things in a
things.
full perspective to understand that when a man and a woman come together, you guys are both two halves of a whole, right? You guys come together and you create one. Now, like I said, neither a child from you or a child from
So
me
cold.
neither a child from you or a child from me would be baggage. Why? Because just because you might pay for some things for my child, right? You as a single father or me as a single mother, you're paying for things for my child. Okay, that's one thing that you bring. If you're a single father and I'm coming into that child's life, I'm raising your child now, right? And this is a single father, it's
More times than not, you're not raising my child. You're an extension of me. You're kind of babysitting my child for me, type shit. You know, their mother is raising them. You might instill some things, you know, but more times than not, their mother is raising them.
the mother's not around or
That's
not
different if the
fit
mother's not
or
around.
whatever the case is, right? I'm raising your child, I'm nurturing him, right? Psychologically, children who aren't raised in affectionate homes with nurturance grow up to be less emotionally stable, less able to regulate their emotions.
Yeah, that's a fucking lie. You know, unless a lot of these women just aren't, you know, nurturing, because most people grow up with their mothers, and most households that don't have the father in it grow up to be criminals and all kind of other shit, you know. So that's a fucking lie. That nurturing shit. Nurturing only fucking matters till the kid gets about 5 years old and go to school. Now all that nurturing baby goo goo gaga shit is out the window. Now it's time for dad to be a fucking dad. You know, for dad to provide structure, discipline, things of that nature. That nurturing shit is from like 1 to 4, maybe 5 years old. Once that kid start going to school, yeah, all that goo goo gaga, you can take the titty out of his mouth. That shit is over with.
I'm doing is I'm helping you raise up a functioning, healthy human being, which is more important, I would say, than how much money you might have been able to use to put clothes on his back or maybe to.
Well, if you think that that's the case, then why don't you tell these mothers, like, hey, let that man be a fucking dad, because being a dad in that child life is more important than you getting a child support check. You can talk that shit, but how women actually move on this shit be a whole different thing. Because there's a lot of women, while you saying money isn't important, a lot of women are not letting these men be fathers because he's not giving them money. So money is important. Or he don't have the money to give them.
Buy him a toy. He didn't worry about whether or not daddy put a roof on his head. He worried about whether daddy was yelling and screaming every day or whether
Yeah.
he spoke life into
Real
him,
quick, I get
or whether he
real
encouraged
quick.
the
I get
woman
what
that he
you. I
saw
get what
that
you're
was
saying. Real
raising
quick.
him as a mother. You
I
know
get.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I 100% get.
He's not worried about daddy putting a roof over his head because daddy already put a roof over his head. Now, those kids who didn't have a dad to put a roof over their head, or their dad couldn't provide a roof over their head, when they grow up, they think about that shit. How they have to live with everybody. I had to live with my auntie, with my grandma, with my cousins. We moved from couch to couch. We had to sleep in the car. It only don't matter because it's taken care of. Now, if it's not taken care of, then that's when it matters. As long as you're providing money, money is not a thing. Once you're not providing money, once you don't have money, then it's a problem. Let's keep it a bing.
Thing, and that part I would agree with. The part of like meaning that, well, you know, it's more to it than just the money. There's nurturing aspect. There's things that's good for the child. We're not speaking on that part. We're speaking on the individual basis because we're all individuals. So you're saying that, well, you don't think that it's baggage. You don't think that, well, a woman dating a single father is baggage, there's no baggage there, or a man dating a single mother, there's no baggage there. The truth is, Ease be also on hands ready. The truth is that no, it is baggage. I would say one, it's baggage on both ends, but it's more baggage on the woman's end. Like, you ladies don't even think about this. The fact that if you're a single mother and you're dating a man with no kids, he has no kids. When he enters that relationship, at some point you are expecting this man to provide and protect your kid. If he doesn't do that, you're not really going to look at him as a man. So this is like an expectation from the current man that you're dating. You get that? Now, when you're dating this man and you have kids, does this man have authority to discipline your kids?
I think that is a conversation that has to be had. But
Correct.
I think also if that is
Okay.
a parental figure in the home, and as long as there's boundaries that you both agree on,
So
absolutely.
think about that.
I agree.
That's an adult.
Would you like me to
And-
chime in? Because I'm in
Yeah,
a
you can chime
relationship?
in. Yeah.
Yes, I have a child. He's 5 years old and he's in baseball. So we do discipline him. We go to his baseball games, my boyfriend and I, and also my son's father is also active in his life, and we go and he
Okay.
disciplines
Let me ask
him.
another question.
We
then.
live together. He disciplines him as well.
Let's see if this is true.
My great-great-grandfather came through Ellis Island.
Mine too.
Timothy Overson III.
Found out you're related to your spouse? There's an edible for that. Get all kinds of deliciousness delivered right when you need it at edible.com.
Yo, they wild.
Your workflow is important to us. Please wait indefinitely.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform,
Just gonna give names. Bradley. That's the boyfriend's name. Bradley. Your son's name? Kenny. All right, that's your son's name, Kenny. Kenny's acting up. Bradley smacks Kenny. I told you don't do that anymore. Get in your room. You come home. Kenny tells you, Bradley smacked me. Are you gonna go ahead and speak to Bradley and say why you smacked Kenny?
Yes.
Or are you gonna be like, all right, well, Bradley smacked you. Well, you must have been doing something wrong.
But I would have the same
Number
question.
No, we need one mic at a time. Who wanna go first?
Number one, they wouldn't be by themselves. Like, my man's gonna be at work. So when did he have time to slap him if I'm not there? That was not happening.
No,
And
this is
number two,
this is hypothetical.
if it did happen,
Hypothetically speaking.
I would call my baby daddy and he would be getting his ass beat.
Okay,
Because
so
you're not touching my son. You're my boyfriend. That's
Ah,
just not gonna
yeah.
happen.
No.
Yeah,
That's
there
my
it is.
child. First, I'm a mother first, and I'm a woman after.
Yeah.
So that's not happening.
You tell it, Queen. You
Allow
tell
me-
it, Queen.
Allow
Yeah.
me to get
What
in
about
there.
you?
Allow me to get in there. So,
you're crazy?
quickly, very brief. Bradley would not have to provide for my kid. Don, what is it, Mikey, Kinky, whatever? He
I'm
has.
sorry, real
he
quick.
has a father.
I get it,
But
I get
let
it
me
for
let
you.
me get there
But
now
stick
to
with
this
the
part.
hypothetical.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me stick to the hypothetical. Now, I am going to ask Bradley. He smacked me up. Oh, okay. Hey, Bradley, what happened? What? If you have the authority to provide for my kid, you also have the authority to discipline my kid under certain circumstances. So I'm going to ask Bradley what happened. What happened?
There's
So
no
based on
accent.
what
See, with that stepdad or step boyfriend or whatever the fuck we plugging it into, is always under certain circumstances. Me, my kids, when I whoop my kids' ass, discipline my kids. I ain't got to tell my wife shit. Oh, little Cameron was acting up. I took it back old school, type 1990 shit. I ain't got to tell my wife shit. Oh, he was acting up. He got in trouble. Shouldn't have been acting up. Now let it be my stepkid, Oh, I had to fuck him up. He got out of control. What happened? What happened? Why he touch him? It's just not the same. It would never be the same.
Oh no, but I will. Based on because when what's the kid's name again?
Kenny.
When Kenny
Kenny,
has
yeah.
any needs and I need Bradley to cover, Bradley comes and covers.
But smacking
with
him physically?
we don't. I would have smacked Kenny myself if he would have done whatever
Yeah, but
he
that's
did
not his
to-
father. So
to-
red flag.
So I'll take that red
There you
flag.
go.
Okay.
I'll
then
take that red
real
flag.
quick, real quick. I get it real quick. Let's stick here. Let me hear your answer.
That's kind of like, that's exactly where I was going to go
But
with that
let's stick with the
topic, is-
hypothetical.
Right.
Remember, the hypothetical is you not home, Kenny acting up. Bradley's that's your boyfriend.
Mhm.
He got no kids, he disciplining your kid. He smacks Kenny across his face. Kenny goes flying, boom! Go in your room, Kenny.
That's not happening.
Are you going to tolerate that? What's going to be your response?
I think it's all situational, to be honest with you.
But that is the situation now. Stick with the
No, but I
hypothetical.
think it is situational, and as far as the dynamic within the home and your relationship and your children.
Okay, let me map it out real
Say
quick.
okay.
Let me map it out real quick. Just because I see you want more context.
Correct.
I'll just put a little bit more.
There's a
in-
lot of gray area.
Fair enough. I'll put a little bit more context for you since you're asking for the hypothetical. You've been in a relationship with Bradley for 2 years.
Okay.
Relationship with him for 2 years, and you two, you could live together or not live together. It really doesn't matter. It's just the fact that he's home with your child, and he's disciplining your child, and he smacks him and tells him to go to the room. What's going to be your reaction now?
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on takeout every done.
I'm getting back on track with Factor. Fresh, never frozen.
Yeah, I hate when I do that.
I think I think I'm gonna kind of ask both questions. As far as tell me what happened.
Fair. Will you
What-
be upset?
If the response is not,
I'm not. I'm going to ask the questions I need to ask first
I
to
would
have
say
full context.
when you're done,
Real quick.
Because
let
you
her go.
never, until I have that information, there could have been a very serious situation. It could have been an accident. Say Bradley was like, "Hey, I made this mistake by accident," and
How old's the child?
Okay, but you really
I think there's also
you
there's a
really
lot.
went, the
5 years
child is of age, but it doesn't even matter how old the child is. The reason, real quick, just give me 2 seconds to lay my plan. I got y'all. Really want to hear your thoughts on it too.
okay.
The reason why I asked this question to express to you how can a man have all this responsibility of protecting and providing for you and providing for your child, but he has no authority of disciplining your child, meaning that responsibility.
Why the fuck would a man have any authority over your child when a nigga will provide and protect and lay down his life for the woman and he don't have any authority over that bitch? She can't even fucking listen. That bitch can't even fucking make you happy. What the fuck make you think she gonna let you have authority over her child, who she probably loved more than her fucking self, and she won't let you have authority over her? Nigga, what? She don't give a fuck about how much money you got, how much you can provide, how much you can lead, how much you can protect, how much niggas look up to you who want to fucking be you. She don't give a fuck about none of that shit, nigga. She won't even let you motherfucking have authority over her. I'm supposed to protect you, bitch, and lead you, and I ain't got no authority over you. You can't even fucking listen to me. You think she gonna give you authority over her child? Nigga, you ain't got authority over that bitch. In 2025, these bitches want to be the men. These women want to be the man.
Without authority is essentially slavery. This
agree.
man is taking care of you and your kids, but he can't discipline his kids. Imagine if it was reversed and you were taking care of his kid, but he was like, I don't want you nurturing my daughter. Dude, like, wait, what? This is innate in me. This is a natural reaction for me to be nurturing, but you don't want me nurturing your daughter? That's the same thing. It's an innate reaction for the man to discipline a child. He's already protecting and providing. The natural response would be to discipline this child, but you're trying to take this away. So all of this responsibility, but zero authority. So when I say that single mothers, from a general standpoint, a man with no kids dating a single mother, that's a red flag. That's so much baggage and so much responsibility that this man is taking on, and he gets really nothing in return. Like, you doing all of this just for a little bit of box?
Right.
Like,
True. Like I said, he can take out the baggage word, but he's 100% right. I'll never forget, it was this one dude. He said he been with his wife since her kid was like 1 or 2. Now her kid, it was her kid wedding, his stepdaughter wedding, and he said the father was in and out of the kid life. Like, he bought their daughter like 16. He bought her a car, her first car. He motherfucking was at the graduation, all like important events and shit. The father missed all kind of shit. When she got married, she wanted her real dad to walk her down the stage. Not the nigga who been in her life since she was 1. playing dad the whole fucking time. I think she was like 24, 25 now. Not the nigga who been in her life for 24, 25 years, playing dad every step of the way. But the nigga who popped in and popped out just because he did a little fucking, and got mom pregnant. That's what she wanted to walk down the stage. Like, as a man, as a stepdad, you're rolling the dice. Because you can do everything under the sun. You can play dad the whole fucking way. And they can get grown and be like, so, nigga, you wasn't really my dad. You was doing that shit because you was with my mom. And that's cool. So many women. Bro, I know 30, 40-year-old women. Yeah, my stepdad been in my life since I was 2, 3 years old. Baby, you 30, 40 fucking years. That man been in your life for 25, 35, 40 damn near fucking years. And you still don't have respect for that man? You don't have respect for that man. He been with your mama all those fucking years. He took care of you like he was your own. He protected you. He provided for you when shit was coming up short, when bills need to get paid, when everything need to get handled. He was doing all that. Nope. More times than not, it's the boys, it's the men who have respect for their stepdads who like, you know what, I'm a man now. I know all the struggles and everything you had to go through and what you had to put up with dealing with my mom. A lot of women like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga. When I was 13, I wanted to go out with my friends and get fucked and he wouldn't let me. Shit like that. He was trying to actually have me be a decent human being. I ain't like that shit.
It doesn't even make any sense. So, I'll go ahead and land my plane there. What's your thoughts?
So to answer that question, right? And you said again, because I think all of us has a response to each question that you ask. Or we all want to hear what everybody has to say and what you have to say as well. So I know you had an answer to that question as well, but my answer was that as far as your scenario that you created, right? You said that the child was at home with Bradley. Yes.
Yeah.
So now in that case that Bradley disciplined the child, you said, would that be acceptable? What was the question? Because I wanted to add before you got off.
You got kids?
Yes, I do. I have a child, yes.
Oh, you have a child. And
So
you've been in
said
situations like this?
No, because you started talking, so I kind of we got away from it before everybody else got.
Okay, so yeah, the hypothetical is Bradley is home with Kenny.
Right.
Kenny is your child. Bradley's your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right? Bradley sees that Kenny is doing something bad. He's not listening. He's being insubordinate. He slaps Kenny across the face. Says, go to your room. You come home? What you doing?
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
So now my answer is that if I felt comfortable enough to leave my child at home with, who was the boyfriend, Bradley, then that means that, yes, I trust his vision and I trust I trust him to be responsible enough for my child, or else I wouldn't have left my child alone with him. So that means that he's to look after him to ensure his safety and also to discipline him if needs be. So if my partner disciplined my child while I was away, then yes, I am okay with that discipline. Now, yes, I'm going to have a conversation with my partner as to what happened. But at the end of the day, I'm not leaving my child alone in a house or wherever the case is with a man that I don't trust. I'm not going to be in a relationship with a man where I don't trust him. I don't trust his principles and his integrity to be able to protect me, to lead my child, and in everything that comes with that partnership.
They be putting these mics in front of women and just letting them fucking lie all the time. A lot of women don't respect or allow their man to lead or submit because they don't respect them. They don't trust their leadership. They don't trust their judgment. They don't trust that they're going to make the best decision, a sound decision, a good decision. You're talking about you're not going to be with a man who don't do X, Y, Z, yet women all across the fucking board, probably yourself, be with a man. Oh no, I'm not gonna allow him to lead me because I feel like I'm a better leader than him. I feel like I know more than him. I feel like he gonna lead us the wrong way. Women do it all the fucking time.
And for his,
that's why I just let these women talk. I hop on social media, I download videos all the fucking time. I post them, women talking about what they ain't gonna do. When I was younger, before me and my wife got married and, got serious and all this other shit, it'd be women on social media talking about what they is and ain't gonna do for a nigga. And then I talk to them and whatever they said they wasn't gonna do for a nigga on social media, they'd be doing that same exact shit for me.
As a father and as a husband, etc.
Fair enough. So here's another reason why it's also it's a L when a man, and we kind of see it here, right? It's crazy. Here's the difference. And you said it. You said, if Bradley disciplined my kid and slapped Kenny, he hit my kid, I'm calling the real father to come beat my boyfriend up. So essentially, you would allow the real father.
That's that rat shit. That's the calling call of the rat.
To discipline your kid, but the real father isn't no longer protecting and providing for you, but the new man is protecting and providing for you, but he still can't discipline your kid. That's crazy.
Can I explain something?
Sure.
Coolly? Okay, so I was a CPS worker for a certain amount of my career time with my bachelor's degree, so a child protective specialist. And so when you're growing up, when you're in a house and you're raising a child, there's different ways to discipline children. Physical, can you put the chat, please? There's no reason if you didn't
X the chat out.
if you didn't make that child, you have no reason to physically harm that child. Number one. Number two, I wanna be in a home where there's no physical violence. So him even demonstrating that and portraying that onto my child, that means he could do that to me, and that means I'm gonna condone
No,
that.
that doesn't mean
So
that.
my-
What it
my-
means that the man
can I
is
talk, please?
No,
'Cause I
listen.
let-
That don't fucking mean that, because I whooped my fucking children. I haven't whooped them in a while, but my children, when they were younger, they did get whoopings. And I've never put my hands on a woman. That don't fucking mean that. Y'all be saying 1 + 1 = 87.
Real quick, I know, but listen. What
Can you give me 2 seconds,
I know
please?
I got a question just in there, because we go on tangents sometimes, but let's have the back and forth real quick. I do want to hear you. I see what you're saying. But the difference that I'm pointing out is you would, correct me if I'm wrong, you would be okay if your baby father disciplined.
Yeah, our baby father. You're just the man who's dead everything, but a baby father don't.
Kenny, that'd be fine. If Kenny acted up with your baby father and your baby father smacked Kenny, said go to the room, you'd be okay with that, right?
Yes, I'll be
Okay, now stop it
fine
there.
with that.
Okay, yes, you will be perfectly fine with it. But the new man that is taking on all of this responsibility of protecting and providing for you, this nigga had to pay for your hair, your nails, send you all of his cash app just to get to see you. He's doing all of these things and he's taking care of your kids, but he can't even do the thing that another man can do.
He can raise his voice and discipline him and sit him in the corner. We could sit down at dinner and have a family like civil people. But for you to put your hands on my child that came out of
Why is it okay for your baby daddy to smack the kid like uncivilized people? And you'll be okay with that. He can do everything your baby daddy can do besides discipline your kid. And if the kid live with you 5 days out of the week, let's say you got the kid Monday through Friday, he's doing it more than your baby father is. Little Kenny eating up all of his food. Little Kenny running up all his Wi-Fi to play his Roblox or Robux or whatever it is on Wi-Fi that he's paying for. Little Kenny running up all his electricity while he go over his dad's house 2 days out the weekend, if he's lucky, if the dad is a present dad, he got to pick little Kenny up. He go to work at 4 in the morning, get off at 2:30. Got to pick little Kenny up from school. He doing everything that a father can do, plus the dude makes him a real man, and yet he can't discipline little Kenny. But yet, if your baby daddy smack the shit out of little Kenny, you cool with it. Cool, he got a point.
PUSSY, and that was not your nut. Absolutely not. I'm not
Exactly,
gonna
and that's the
tolerate that.
point.
I'm not gonna condone that. And no man.
And chicks like this is the reason why you say baggage. You got this ghetto ratchet bullshit.
Gonna hit my child.
And you know
It's
what?
not gonna be a conversation. I'm not gonna pull him to the side and ask everybody what happened here today. Oh my God. It's not gonna be none of that.
I get
it's
it.
gonna be you're done.
I get it.
and that's
And you-
it.
and
Because
you
at
know
the end of the
what?
day, that's an ACS case too. So you're not gonna put that at risk. You
But it would
understand?
have been the same case from the baby's father.
Because he's gonna go to school and he's gonna say,
Exactly.
oh, this and that, but my baby.
Okay,
it's
real
just
quick.
different.
Let's stop real quick.
Period.
The
It's just
thing,
not
the
happening.
thing that we're getting at, we can say, that's what how you want to operate with your child. That's fair enough.
Right.
You don't want the boyfriend putting his hands on your child. But the real father can put this would be true. And you know what? Generally speaking, this is how most single mothers operate when they're dating the new man. This is how most single mothers operate. So it's not what you're saying is not anything like crazy.
Apparently it is.
No, it's not. The part that's crazy, what you're missing, the part that's crazy is you can't see that another man has to take on all of this responsibility, but he doesn't have the same authority as the man that you're not even with.
That's his business, and that's what he
So
does. And when
this is
when
why,
me and him
so
have
listen,
a kid,
this is why, point out this point. This is why when a man with no kids is dating a woman that's a single mother, generally speaking, it's an L. It's not good. It's bad. He's taking on all of this baggage, but he has no authority in that relationship with you and your child. And it's like 2 against 1. This nigga come home walking on eggshells. Oh, Dean, I gotta please her and please this little bad, little nasty, little gremlin looking kid. Dad, I gotta please both of y'all. And then he's in the ultimate form of simping at that point. Full simpery.
Breathe. I don't think, because this is what my response was based on. Your hypothetical wasn't literally smacking, like
No, it was smacking.
Physical
It was
abuse.
smacking.
No, I said that.
I felt as
Smacking.
though it was a disciplined purpose.
No,
like
no.
I
He's-
am disciplined.
so you changed your answer.
No, I'm not changing my answer.
Okay.
But if this man comes into my house and he sees that I never ever put my hands on my kids and that I disciplined them in different ways, I highly doubt that he would feel very comfortably, despite what Kenny did, to put his hands on Kenny.
No, I literally, before I even got on social media, it was this 52-year-old man, old ass man, 52-year-old man, fought and choked a 13-year-old kid for eating fucking fruit roll-ups. It don't matter what a man, at any moment, any given time, man or woman, anybody, it don't matter how you raise or don't raise your fucking kid, they can revert to, oh shit, bow, smacking the dog shit out of your kid, like anybody.
did
Now,
is what he's
if he-
saying.
but that is different. That is completely different. And the way I say it different is like if you go and you just like headbutt, like come on, Kenny, you don't do that.
No, he
I'm
says
still going to ask what exactly happened. But if you are doing absolutely everything, not just for me, but also for this kid, you have absolutely every authority because I believe you deserve it. I don't care whether you pay for me, whether you pay for him or whatever. If I don't feel as though you don't have the authority to raise my kid with me, you would not be in a position where you would be able to smack Kenny across the face. So I was
So
truly.
you agree with me?
I agree with you
Okay.
1,000%. I agree with you 1,000%. I just feel as though if you're doing that, I don't think a man is gonna come into your house. I don't believe this.
No,
A
the
man is
thing
gonna come
is-
into your house and
Yeah.
sees that you discipline your kids in a different form, and he's going to feel truly comfortable with putting his hands on your kids. I don't think that's that.
It's men that come into your house and put their hands on you. What make you think they're different from them fucking your kids up? What the fuck? Like, just answer the hypothetical. Dog, you ain't gotta change and switch shit around.
That
does it?
generally
No, look,
happens.
Well, I think that too.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to
No, you're
interrupt.
fine.
I think that these are all things that, if you're in a healthy relationship, have been discussed and prior to this situation even happening.
Correct.
What are boundaries of you as a woman, as a mother, and also what are his boundaries? So I think that this whole situation probably could be completely avoided with healthy communication.
I 100% agree.
Upfront.
The
You
L
know,
is this.
in that, right.
I 100% agree with what you're saying. That could definitely be avoided if, with some communication, you guys go out and point out your boundaries and you figure things out on what's the best way to discipline the kid, the best way to nurture the kid, the best way to have a good family and, good relationship going on in the household. You ladies are missing the point. Like, let me just give you a male's perspective. If I'm dating you, right? No, not even dating you. Say we.
Let me just give you this hypothetical. Let's say you, man or woman, don't fucking matter. You pay the car note, but you also pay the insurance. Anytime something goes down with the car, flat tire, oil change, anything that need to get fixed, alternator, radiator, whatever, you got to pay for all that shit. But you don't get to drive the car. You don't have no authority over the car. You pay for everything. Somebody else, it's their car though, type shit. You pay for everything for the car, but you gotta make sure they're cool with you driving the car. You're like, hold the fuck on. Do I got dummy written over my face?
Pretty much, we go out on a date.
Kind of the same shit. I pay for everything for your kid, but I have no authority over your kid. I gotta check. Hey, little John acting up. Is it cool if I discipline him?
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button. Or don't. And watch me.
No.
I know that somebody hit it on the first date. Hypothetically. Meaning that you went out with another guy and you had sex with another guy on the first date. If I don't hit it on the first date too, I think that this other man obviously is doing something better than I did. So what I'm saying is, men, we automatically would think this way. So the fact that the baby father, he doesn't have to worry about having a conversation with you when it comes to disciplining his kid because it's his kid. He's going to go ahead and discipline his kid how he feels. No, listen, what I'm telling you is, it's not no requirement. You're not even looking at, oh, well, honey, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit Kenny today because he was doing this. He don't have to have this conversation prior to it. He doesn't have to have this conversation afterwards because it's his kid. So therefore, if the real father disciplines his kid, you're not even going to look at it you may feel a little bit like, oh, depending on how you feel about, physical discipline, you may have a different opinion about that, but it isn't going to hit the same if the man that's not the biological father that's disciplining a kid. The reasons I'm saying all of this is to put it in your mind that the man that you're with in a relationship is protecting and providing for you. This is the man that you're sleeping with, submitting to, but he has to ask and communicate to discipline the kid. The real father didn't have to do that. Even if you wanted to communicate with the real father, shut up. This is my kid. I do what I want. Shut up. This is my kid. I do what I want. So I'm saying that if a man is dating a single mother, he's protecting and providing for that woman. He has all of this responsibility. Shut up, woman. I do what I want. All this responsibility, I get a degree of authority. And if you're not with it, that man should leave that single mother.
I see your point.
So if you like that.
All right. That's it for me. This is the second video of the night for me. I'll post them tomorrow, but, like, subscribe, comment, coolly hit it right on the nose. My guy always come with great points. I don't think, no glaze. I don't think I've ever seen a video where I felt like he had a bad take. He pretty much have a sound, moral compass. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all, man. Got to get back on this grind. We ain't gonna be great sitting on our ass. You wanna make something out of yourself, you gotta do it. I went to work today. I got off work, picked the kids up, motherfucking went to the gym, came back, got right to the grind, man. We gotta get it, man. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Ain't nobody gonna be waiting around for you. You gotta get up and get it yourself. But that's it, y'all, man. City Star King out. I'm gonna catch y'all on another one.